Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all? So today is a two-parter because I was going to do the whole thing, but we're actually going out on a triple date night tonight with our children. So we're going out for steak night. So I thought I'd do the meatball part of it today and let them sit into the fridge, and it actually says in the notes that you can do that. So it's Indian kofta. So if you were watching yesterday, you saw that I had purchased some really good lamb mince on special. So I had bought 2 packets of it, so I'm going to use the other packet today. So I'm going to flip you around and we're going to do also a bit of a cookie do lesson just as a refresher, because I know you've all been watching for a long time and you know what to do, but sometimes it's good to have that refresher. So we're coming into our menu and coming into my week. Now, I had this on my list for yesterday. If I'm just going to come back today. So I had this on my list for yesterday, but I ended up doing this. This is the cheeseburger quiche. And I've got to tell you, definitely a winner. Really, really, really tasty. That is a slice left over cold, and I had it for lunch and it was absolutely delicious. So definitely thumbs up, give it a go. I use lamb mince instead of beef mince, and I use my pimped passata instead of normal passata. Other than that, I followed the recipe. I know, who am I? Haha. Okay, so this is our screen. I want to go back. So to find yesterday, you come up to the little grayed out calendar, and that will flash us through to yesterday. So these were the lamb recipes I was looking at. I'll actually remove that one. That was one we did yesterday. And the lamb kofta curry with broccoli rice. I'm actually going to do cauliflower rice, but that will be tomorrow. So we're going to touch on that, move to another day, and that's today. So we're going to save it. And then we'll come back to our week at a view, so that then you can scroll through like that. I've just given you a quick flash of what's coming next week. Okay, Indian kofta curry with broccoli rice. If we start there, we can start cooking straight away, because actually no, we're not going to. We're going to come to here, come to the recipe details, and I'm going to scoot under here. So the first step is to place your broccoli into the mixing bowl, chop for 5 seconds on reverse. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to skip that step today, and I'm coming straight into the kofta part. So I've got 1 brown onion. Not sure how much that 1 brown onion weighs. Not 120, but that's okay. It says a bunch of coriander. I didn't have any coriander, but my wonderful husband grows me parsley. So whenever I do parsley, I put the stalky bit in as well, because it'll all be chopped up. So parsley will be my coriander. Okay, and that's a great tip for those of you that don't like the devil's herb. Next thing, beautiful mint. I just went and picked these out of the garden. So that's my husband sneezing. Oh, there's another one. They usually come in 3s. One more? No? No, that's it. Okay, I wasn't going to count 12, but that was just a sprig. And I've still got some of my Brian's chilies that I've taken the seeds out. As I said, these ones are not a hot one. Seeds if preferred. Some ground coriander. So I need some ground coriander. Ground coriander. Oops. Sorry about that. 2 teaspoons. I did not have this out. There's always something I forget to get out. So for me, I would just do 1 big heap teaspoon instead of 2 little ones. And some salt. So a little bit of salt. Next, pepper. And an egg. So remember my trick from yesterday, do not crack your egg on the side of your Thermomix bowl, because you're more likely to get shell in there. Plus it's not good for the integrity of your bowl. Always crack your egg on a flat surface. That's my egg cracking 101 tip, okay? And tablespoon of corn flour. Now, corn flour is actually really, really good for absorbing liquid. So if ever you're wanting to swap coconut flour, not corn flour. If ever you're wanting to swap coconut flour for other flours, just remember it takes up 2 to 3 times its weight in liquid. So go light on it. It's not a good replacer, full stop, okay? It's good as a mix in things, but not as a total replacer. You need to have other things with it. Insert your measuring cup. Speed 5. And it says to scrape down. Yes, whatever they reckon. But that... And you'll see why in a moment. You can scrape down if you're the scrape down kind of gal, but you know me, I'm not. So next thing should be, oh, it wants me to scrape, they want me to chop it again, and I'm not going to do that. It says to scrape down, insert your measuring cup, and do it again for another 5 seconds. You don't need to do that. Okay, and this is my beautiful Tasmanian grass-fed lamb that I got on a super duper good special. Okay, so 500 grams of that. Now, when you buy meat from the supermarket, always be careful of the piece of paper or that little meshy thing that absorbs bits and pieces, because it's not nice in your food. I can tell you, I'm talking from experience here. I mushed up a whole thing of very expensive dried mushrooms one day. They were inedible because I'd left a little sachet in there, so be mindful. Okay, insert the measuring cup and around we go. In reverse, 6 seconds. Now remember, this said coriander. If I'd thought about it, I actually would have put cumin in it instead, because I prefer cumin. So it says divide into 24 portions. Next, oh, look at this. We've got a video. We've been doing a few of these lately, haven't we? So if you've not seen the videos, this is the one thing I'm not keen on, getting my hands all dirty. And I'm not going to put it in my Varoma because I'm going to set it aside for tomorrow. How cool's that? There's no sound on it though, but that's okay. All right, there we go. Place your koftas into your Varoma dish. I'm actually just going to pop them into here, and I'm going to put them into the refrigerator. If you don't have coconut flour, you can always have a go, put some breadcrumbs or something like that. But these are actually a low carb recipe, hence why they're using that. So I'm going to pull you back a little bit, and I'll see if I can do this back to front. So that is our mince mix. Now that is the one thing, I'm actually going to do that a second time because I didn't scrape down before. I can see that my mixture isn't mixed in the middle just there. So I'm going to just put that on. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to do that section again. Okay. Okay, we're going to move. We're coming around to here now. There we go. Okay. So, the reason I did that is I just wanted to give you my tip. I told you I don't like getting my hands dirty as much as possible. That is way better. Now you can see that that's nice and evenly combined. Okay. One of my favourite little tools for doing meatballs is the old-fashioned ice cream scoop, okay? So all you need to do, you only get the palm of your hand dirty with that, because all I do is put it in like that and squidgy it out just like that. Just just saves you getting all of your hands dirty. So that way you can just scoop off the side and push it in and just scoop it out like that. So if you've got one of these lying around, that is my top tip. Now this is actually just a mini meatball one. They're saying 24, but the picture actually looks like they do their balls a lot bigger. So the other way you can do it, if you do like to get your hands dirty and you've got one of our tool kits, is with the spoon that I had out. It's actually quite good because it's actually got a nice little scoop on it. So again, you can do that with that and just use the palm of your hand and actually use the spoon too, because it's got that, so it saves you getting two hands really grubby. So if you have to answer the phone, you've got a clean hand. So this actually is doing a really nice job. So I'm just using the spoon. So if you've got one of our toolkits, you can use that. Okay. Anyway, you don't need to see me stand here and roll 24 meatballs. You get the general gist of it all. Is it gist or gist? I don't know. Tomato. Vitamin. Anyway, tomorrow you will see me making the sauce and the cauliflower / broccoli rice. So just down to preference. If cauliflowers are really expensive, then you use broccoli, or vice versa, or you can do a combination. So whatever takes your fancy. Anyway, I'll see you all around about the same time tomorrow, and take care for now, and I'll see you all later.